This is the Star Good Morning Show. It is the entertainment segment. It's Wednesday, the midweek edition. Well, to discuss more about the movie Deadly Passion, I have with me in the studio, like I earlier said, the director of the new film production, director Abubakar Kak. Welcome again, Abubakar.
Thank you.
First, before we talk about the movie itself, tell us a little bit about the new film production.
Thank you very much. Of course, I really want to first of all say thanks very much for this opportunity given to us, to come on here and talk about this production itself and the thing that we did, which was the unveiling of a movie poster and trailer. The Brevso movie production started way back 2015, 16, about that time, and of course, it was an initiative from a very young person. A very young guy, Albai Davis Kaloko, and then he has been training. Of course, I was his director before, I've been his director, and but he was a very young boy by then, and now he's a big man. He's a great guy now. So he decided to organize this, set up this production in his community, and called upon me to be the director in that particular production. So we've started since then, and we've produced one movie. This is the second yet to come out. The first one was My Father's Will that we did, and of course it was great and nice. We did it with community people mostly, and we've decided that we need to do something bigger. So he comes up with another script that he gave to me, and then I edited the script, and the title was Deadly Passion. Of course, it's the movie that we've just unveiled, the poster and the trailer. So we decided that we want to do something bigger than what we did first for the My Father's Will. So we come up with this one, Deadly Passion, and of course he's a person that I would say, and someone that has vision, someone that has this ability to think big. He thinks big actually. He's not the kind of person who's centered around small things.
Unveiling of the trailer, like you said, you quoted as saying it is the first ever in Sierra Leone.
Yes,
am I right?
yes, of course.
What's special about it?
Well, if you've been monitoring the movie industry, the movies that have been coming up in Sierra Leone here, since I've been into this entertainment industry, especially the movie area, I've never ever seen or noticed or heard about a production that did an unveiling of a movie poster and the trailer. I've never heard about it, never seen any one of that. So we coming up with this idea. We really want to set up the footprint, for people to think of it and see. It has been happening in other countries, of course, but in Sierra Leone here, we really want to do it because we decided that Sierra Leone movies, most people see Sierra Leone movies as kind of kwashi stuff, they don't want to take it that kind of serious. So the idea came up actually from this very individual also, Davis, and then he said, director, what about we unveiling the movie, the poster and the trailer before we even premiere the movie? I said, what? Unveiling? I was like, even it was new to me. But he said, director, I want us to do it. And I said, okay, no problem. Let's see how. We sat on it, and then we discussed, and then he told me that this is how I want it to be and all. And then he chose British Council to go and do it, a big platform like that. I was like, remember what we just a young group and all, but he said, I want to do something bigger.
Give us a scenario. How was the unveiling like?
It was actually it was big, it was nice, though if I should be sincere, our expectations weren't met actually. Most of the people that we invited, the dignitaries that we invited to grace the occasion, they didn't show up, due to some other reasons. But actually, I want to say we have a part to play to that also. The faults a part of the blame should be upon us, because the first location, the first venue that we selected to do the show, was the New Bookfish Hotel, but it was changed due to some reasons, arrangements and all. we decided to move it over to British Council. So we noticed that most people went to the New Buffets Hotel, but they called, and then we redirected them to come to the British Council. But some, maybe the time that they've spent there, they were not able to come over and all the stuff. So we were able to capture few members, few dignitaries that were able to come and present. Of course, the audience was okay for us, because actually unveiling is not a crowd. It's not, nobody paid for it. It's free. We just give invitation to you, and then you come and then witness the unveiling. That's all. So it's not something that should be crowded. We even cater for 100 people, no more than that. So the number that we have for the audience, it was okay for us, because we really want to capture major people to come in the movie industry and stakeholders to just come and watch this new thing that has been introduced in Sierra Leone movies and Sierra Leone movies, for them to take it back out there and then talk to other people. That I think that's a good initiative if we start doing it and all this stuff. So actually we're not yearning for crowd, because we didn't sell tickets, we didn't sell anything. It's just a free invitation to just come and witness the program. It's only a high table, the dignitaries, that we are like not able to present all, but we're able to get few. So of course the chief unveiler was there, which the paramount person that was supposed to be there, and he was there. So
let's talk about the movie proper, Deadly Passion. Getting the script first of all, what comes to your mind? How was it like when you saw the script?
Okay, from the inception, from the
yes,
yes, the script was when Davis wrote the script, because he wrote the script and then he passed it on to me. The director, this is the script. I want you to edit the script and get it prepared for rehearsals. I looked at it, go through the whole concept of the script, and then I said, yeah, I think it's nice, talking about deadly passion. And then I was able to grab the the concept of it.
Yeah, because the title it's catchy.
Yeah.
Deadly Passion.
Oh, okay. Now, well, let me talk about the title, about the movie itself. Okay. Because you were asking about when I get hold of the script, what how I felt about it. It was good, actually. If I should conclude on that, it was good, and then we continue the stuff. And looking at the concept itself, Deadly Passion, it's a mixed kind of stuff, love and action. As people have watched the trailer, of course it's love and action, and it started with a young girl, having this passion for love, and a boy having a passion for love. Now both of them love each other, but due to barriers, the kind of life of living, the girl comes from this rich family, and the family doesn't want the girl to go down there, and if you not even date, that the bottom line is not even date at that age that she was. And of course the boy was desperate. Of course he wanted this relationship, and both of them love each other. And then that comes in the tie, and the brother of the sister was really desperate, of course, not wanting his sister to go into a relationship thing, and want her to further her education and do something better than going to love thing. And then he was really desperate. I mean, the brother, he was desperate, and even going all out to see that boy was not able to get close to his sister. But this continues, but the desperation comes in, and the boy becomes this deadly, and decided that, what, I'm going to fight for what I want. And the girl was there also wanting the boy. So you found out that the family doesn't want the girl to come in to that relationship, but the girl wants it, and the guy is also desperate, and then he flee to the bush, with the sister, and then they were in the bush, struggling and all the stuff. And then of course the brother decided to order some guys to go and collect his sister, and of course the sister came back, but the boy decided to grow up in the bush
So
and then become this kind of deadly and fights back.
I'm sure people would like to watch how it's all ended and everything.
Yeah.
Now, one of the main issue with most movies, and even the Nigerian movies that people love so much, it has to do with sound system, lighting, and when you watch the movie, you cannot enjoy it because probably the sound might be low, the lighting system and all that. So how different is this Deadly Passion?
Yeah, thank you very much for that question. Of course, that's one thing that we pay keen attention on. You know, the person that shot the movie for us actually is one of Sierra Leone's best. Creole, he's formerly called Creole. Of course, he's one of Sierra Leone's best camera director of photography. Of course, he shot the movie for us, and of course, the cameras that we used. Well, I don't want to blow our horns. I really want people to see the movie, but it's a first-class cameras that we use to shoot the movie, and of course, the sound. It's okay, because first we did the first shooting because we decided to reshoot some other scenes because we noticed that there are some sounds that were not good, and just as you said, the movies in Sierra Leone most times the sound is too poor, you know, pictures are poor, and even locations. And I usually tell my cast, even the producer, I usually explain to him that 3 things that I want in my movie, any movie that I'm directing, 3 core things. The picture should be okay, and of course the locations, and the costumes, and maybe lastly, I should say the diction. Of course, it is most paramount because sometimes when you watch Sierra Leone movies, you listen. Well, I don't want to criticize that much,
yeah,
but you listen the language. It's
some
too.
people when acting, the passion is not there, the emotions is not there.
Yeah.
So you watching the movie, you will never enjoy it.
Of course, you know, some people, you know, they pronounce certain words too. I shouldn't say dry. You know, it's too common. I mean, you need to give my former director usually educates us that you have to give your language something like that. Okay, give it some kind of. You're not like being that kind of false life thing that people most times say, but give it that kind of diction. Come on, we were imitating the British. I think they colonized us, and if we're not going to speak like them, but at least English be that kind of thing. So that's one thing that I pay keen attention on: the diction, the language, the grammar. Of course, I really want it to come out the way.
So how did you
people will
about
see it.
getting cast for the movie?
Well, of course, we scout out for some cast. Some are in internal cast that we used. Of course, our own members, because it's a production that we have our own members. Of course, we use some of our members, and then we also go out to get some other cast. Of course, we worked with another production, Rising Star production, that gave us some of their cast, and then we shot, and then we also hired, well, one of Sierra Leone renowned actress in action, who is what's her name again? This lady that did Jenny Rambo, of course, and we.
Unfortunately, I'm not familiar with Sierra Leone movies.
Ijatu, okay, of course, Ijatu that did Jenny Rambo. Of course, we hired her, and then we decided to brought her on board in order for her to be part of the movie, because we noticed that sometimes you need to use phases. You know, when you use certain renowned phases, you know, sometimes your movie have that clout. It has that, you know, prominent, you know, in the Sierra Leone industry. So we get her, and then of course we used, as I said, the Rising Star production. We used some of their cast, and we used some internal cast also. So getting cast was not that too difficult for us. Actually, we were able to like negotiate with other people to send in their cast in order for us to use them for the production. So cast issue was not much of a problem for us.
Okay, continue to stay with us. Is director Abubakar Kago from the Brave movie production. We're talking about the movie titled Deadly Passion. This is the entertainment segment of the Star Good Morning Show.